Part 4 of The Climbers. At the first house, they found a girl sitting on the porch. Next to her lay a scrawny wolf. "Hello," Alma said. She told the girl their names. "We're looking for food and water and a place to stay." The girl smiled sadly. "I'm Olive," she said. "We have only one well, and the city dwellers have polluted it. You'll get sick if you drink from it." "Why don't you leave?" Alma asked. "My brothers moved to the city," said Olive, stroking her wolf. "Lots of people did. Now the dwellers don't want us there anymore." "That's not right," said Alma, shaking her head. The city dwellers had destroyed Olive's home, and now they were turning her people away. "What's beyond the desert?" asked Tully. "Only a forest," said the girl. She bit her lip. "Other children have passed by with their animals too. They go and never return." "You should come with us," Alma said. "Sometimes you're only afraid of something because you don't understand it yet." The girl shook her head. "I am not afraid," she replied. "This is my home. We were happy here." Alma understood. If she ever found a place where she really belonged, she would never want to leave it either. Tully and Alma turned to go. "Wait," said Olive. She held up a basket. "My brother sent food for us. Please take some, and take Sparrow, my wolf. There isn't enough for him here. With you, he will have a chance." They each ate a crust of bread while Olive hugged Sparrow and whispered in his ear. "We will take care of him," promised Alma. The wolf took one last look at the girl and trotted to Alma's side. The forest was darker than any Alma and Tully had crossed. The trees had branches like old twisted arms. They grew close together and their leaves made a heavy canopy. "I don't like it in here," Alma said to Starbear. She was very thirsty now, and with every step she felt more tired. The trees grew thicker. Tully and Alma walked between them one at a time. Comet's eyes darted round the forest. Sparrow cried. Finally, the trees were too close for Starbear to go any further. "What do we do?" Tully asked. "We can't go back." Alma thought of how far they had travelled. She thought of the mayor's red face and her uncle turning away from her. It seemed so long ago that he had scolded her for climbing up the tree in her yard. Alma gasped. That was it! "We don't go forwards, Tully," she said. "We go up." "We'll help each other," said Tully, nodding. Alma led the way up the nearest tree. Sparrow trembled as Starbear nudged him to the first branch, and then the next. Comet stuck close to Tully. Alma felt as though they were in a very dark, very narrow tunnel, which seemed to go on forever. Finally, she saw a tiny light above. "Keep going," she said. "We're almost there." The light grew larger and brighter. Suddenly, hands were reaching down and pulling Alma out of the darkness. Starbear and Sparrow appeared next. They came to sit by Alma while a boy helped Tully and Comet up. Alma saw they had reached the top of the tree canopy. It was so thick it created a second green ground. In the bright distance, Alma could see tables full of food. Other children were swinging in hammocks and playing with animals. Doesn't that look a wonderful place? "Welcome," said a girl. A boy handed a wooden cup of water to her and Tully. "It's rainwater," said the boy as he gave each of the animals their own bowl. Alma stroked Starbear's fur as he lapped up the cool drink. "What is this place?" Tully asked. "The horizon," said the girl. "Can we stay here?" asked Alma. "Everyone who finds this place is welcome," said the boy, "because we were all brought here by the same things." "What things?" Tully asked. "Courage," said the boy, "and love. That's what connects us all." For a moment, Alma wondered what the boy meant. Then she looked over at Starbear and found that she knew. It was her love for Starbear that made her leave her town. In return, he had given her the courage to keep going all this way. Perhaps, Alma thought, love and courage were often the very same thing. The boy smiled. "Come and meet everyone, all your new neighbours." He and the girl ran off. Alma turned to Tully. I think we were always neighbours, she said. All of us. We just couldn't see it before. Tully nodded. But up here there are no walls or mountains or rivers to stop us from seeing each other. Do you think Olive will come one day? Tully asked. I don't know, said Alma. Part of her hoped not. She hoped something would change and Olive's town would become a happy place again. But if it didn't, she hoped Olive would come. Then she and Sparrow would find each other again. Come on, said Tully. Let's go and meet the others. He, Sparrow, and Comet ran off to where the children were gathering. But Alma stayed a moment longer, snuggled up next to Starbear. All this time she had wondered where she belonged. She had travelled the world to find it. But she had been there all along. She belonged right next to Starbear. They belonged together. Alma looked around. The coral sun was setting. Soon stars would glitter in the sky and she and Starbear would count them until they fell asleep. They would probably never be able to count them all. She wrapped her arms around the bear's neck and he tickled her with his wet nose. Welcome home, Starbear, she said. The end.